Investors around the world today rejoiced at Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic blade facility. Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive secrets of Mega's past. Sources close to the bank tell me that no hacker has ever come close to breaching the blade's defenses, despite an almost astronomical number of attempts. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Lycus.
Only thing about this game, like, why can't you drive? But they have cars. I know you can open most of them trunk. Search. Hello. Pause if you want to see it. Oh my gosh, fruit. Missed the breach. So. This is my online name, where K.A.M_3221 is my online name.
Let's get started. Check my message board for a link to the Palisades Lava servers.
Alright, so first it is. You can view them if you want. Names the rest, so you just want. This is our conversation.
To extract data, you need to find data towers. Access the one ahead of you to begin.
Whoa, that's tight.
server blocks ahead are vulnerable to remote attack. Use it on them to clear the path. Some towers hold more data than others. You must reach the data objective for the breach point to reopen.
There we go. Got it.
You almost have enough data. One or two more towers should shoot it.
Reaper. Not Reaper. Reaper. I said it wrong.
You have enough data. The breach point is open, but the AI core has activated its lockdown sequence. Hurry. If you don't get to the exit in time, any data your avatar carries will be lost. Well done, Viper. As promised, the data you extracted has been converted into credits and experience. This is Palisades Lava Wall, the barrier protecting the corporate data we're after. I've had the boosters back into the next node. Open it now.
Pause and read if you want.
Booster packs contain a variety of items that can help you survive. Access the next server and see how to equip them. Equip your avatar with a weapon and ammo before entering the server. Switch to the loadout tab to transfer items from your reserve. All right, Viper. Enter the lab server when you're ready. Heads up. This server has got my AI defenses. Expect my fire if you're spotted. careful. There's a guard here. Downloading data attracts attention. Stick to cover or open fire, but if you detect it, reinforcements will spawn.
Transmitting readings of sector diagnostics.
Takedowns are the fastest way to defeat enemies and keep things quiet. Just keep an eye on the energy usage. Some data towers can be tricky to access, but sometimes the way to them is easier than it seems. You can use remote data to your advantage. Certain blocks can help you access outreach areas. Find your way to the exit before the lock completes. Move! The AI code will do everything it can to prevent your escape. It regenerates AI defenses and finds ways to block your path. Doors like this just shut to lock down the trigger. You'll have to find a way around them.
Area secure. Hardware present.
Bravo. You're halfway through the level of servers. Another booster pack is waiting to be opened. It's rare, but some booster packs contain Praxis kits. The points they provide are needed to unlock augmentations for your avatar. shop is where you can buy additional booster packs to refill yourself with weapons ammo.
My phone.
until 21 for any plan. It's a little higher than most states. It's a day away from my home plate. We got Hollywood, I'd go if I could, but I got school. This is my rap, fool!
I heard this rap already, bro. You're copying them.
Copy?
It's not your own rap.
Yeah, it is I wrote it myself. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. Rap battle. See me? Yeah. Oh, he's showing you the bro. I wrote this rap myself. Yeah, wrote this myself.
Okay. You got the draft line on it, Shut up.
I'm messing with him. I'm messing with him.
Joseph said he had a good YouTube channel. Well, that's a bunch of lies. Dude, you said you have a big dick. Why are you lying about your size?
Let's go, Brandon! Let's go, Brandon! Let's go, Brandon!
Bro, what, man? Let's fight each other.
I got one money on Brad.
Wait, man, let's fight each other. Wait, let's first battle.
Emily, why are you recording that?
Yeah, Emily.
Oh, wait, what's up there? Sorry about that. Bradley, my friend. I know you cannot want your roast. What? On your grandma's shoes that have been passed down from generations to generation.
Oh, is that headband your mom's spandex?
We lost a student.
So,
Oh, I got it. He's come back.
alright. Bradley, I know you're not one of those on this Elvis Presley hairline, my friend. Okay?
Hey, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Okay.
I thought those were white bands, not brown bands.
I think Kaya's listening.
How do you get it roasted like a marshmallow? You can be marshmallow, you can be stick.
No, well, then we have to switch places because it gets toasted around.
No. Alright, Bradley, my friend. How many miles per gallon can you get with your double ears?
Are you carrying your belongings in that bag?
No,
Are you belonging to your possessions?
your mom gave me this bag.
Tag me in. I got one thing. Hold up. Alright. Let's tag it. Bro, tag it.
Hold on.
Well, no.
Let's get this straight.
I'll get out.
He was born to lose, my friends. He was born to lose.
Okay, great. I want to be talking when you looking like a tampon used. Nigga got.
I don't want to talk about your hairline. I'm getting lost in your hairline.
Bro, what are you talking about? We're in the band.
Even though my hairline's way better than yours.
I'll do it. That's good. Since you guys
All right, Victor. Time to augment your avatar and make things
Way
more
better than
interesting.
yours.
I'll do it.
All right, Victor. Time to augment your avatar and make things Augmentation shall have your avatar with unique abilities that no item can match. Unlock the multi-jump block now. You're going to need it to complete the next level also. Try out your avatar's mobility. Use multi-jump to reach the tower ahead of you. You can reach even higher platforms by multi-jumping off server blocks. Get to the platform high above. Avoid the turret ahead, or switch to EMP ammo to temporarily disable it. That's it, Reaper. Now return to the exit and get out of there. Armored enemies eat standard ammo like candy. Switch to armor-piercing rounds if you prefer to fight.
Oh, watch and comment right now. If you're watching, comment right now.
Your skills are improving. As you gain experience, firmware updates will increase your avatar's memory and supply praxis points. Just one more level of server to go. The data from the Palisades network is within reach. Booster packs can also contain a variety of modifiers, which can provide temporary advantages when raiding a server.
Well, I think that's it. That's it for this breach for now. Go back to the main menu. Now, before this ends, for the people that never watched it, that never played this, here's the recap video.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job, said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. A brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again.
I played this Human Revolution. I beat the game, and the game was fun. Like, very, very fun.
Violent,
and interesting.
And fanatically opposed
a lot of stuff.
They claim to be members of Humanity
anywhere around the city,
non-profit organization
I have explored, so
biotechnology research.
I didn't miss nothing.
The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime.
And any mission I was on,
called the
I searched everywhere.
Sarif sent me to retrieve it. And when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it. Wired.
If I had to unlock something,
trying to download its classified specs.
Police.
Obviously, something more was going on.
That's how people had to convince them or something.
Yog killed himself before I could question
so
him.
Most people, they...
Sarif ordered me to dig deeper.
Yeah.
So with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity,
they have a lot of hacking, though.
Turns out a second
the only
hacker
hard thing about
had
it
been
is
controlling the Yog's actions from somewhere off-site.
Practice kits and upgrade
Pritchard and I tracked his signal
so we can hack high stuff. That's the only hard thing about hacking.
The Black Op
You
mercenaries
have to have a certain level rating.
The same mercs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all.
Figured they'd try again when they saw me.
You're not a thief, boys.
It wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China.
I have first gotten
Home to a
introduced
city
back
so
into
crowded,
this game
they
because
had to build a second
when
city on top of
went to the store,
it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha
I
wouldn't be
seen
easy.
it, and I was
Lucky for
like,
me, I wasn't
I
alone.
want this one.
Farida
When I got back into
Sarif
these
Industries
sets.
ace pilot, had lived in
I
Hengsha
didn't
before.
remember like the whole
A good
thing
person to
about
have on your side.
this
She knew enough about the place to
recap
get me around.
video. It's just for
Malik
the people
dropped me
that
in the
never
lower
seen
city,
it. I'm
close to
just
the penthouse Barrett had told me
doing
about.
it.
Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the Og in Sarah's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices called to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, that turn those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza K.A.M, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted K.A.M in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Since she's just been following her commands, I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities. The UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Seraph, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. But a little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers.
We are human beings. Each and every one of us. This must not go on. This injustice must end.
An increase in the number of terrorist attacks highlights the danger posed by augmented citizens.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
Help me!
Sometimes, you just have to let go and embrace what you've become. They've worked from the shadows for years, shaping the future, manipulating lives, controlling information. Innocents have died as they play their game.
We will not sit idly by and allow our rights to be eroded out of fear and ignorance any longer. We will not be herded into ghettos and treated as outcasts. We will stop at nothing.
The world is different now. The old rules no longer apply. So much pain. So many lies. Their darkness must end.
This should be your fight as well, brother. The promise of a golden age is over.
I won't let it happen again.
How did we get here?
Technology is advancing at a phenomenal rate. Artificial eyes to cybernetic limbs.
The promise of a better future. We now have the choice to free ourselves from any kind of limitation.
Strength, power, speed. Now I focus on what really matters.
Have these augmentations really been tested?
There are people who say that what is happening is unnatural, that we're playing God. But people were scared of electricity, and where would the world be without that?
What happens if this technology falls into the wrong hands?
Diseases or viruses that could wipe out the human race.
Scenes of terror are being witnessed worldwide.
What kind of madness has gripped the mechanically augmented people? 9 million deaths confirmed and counting.
This is an attack on humanity and the universal values that we share.
These people were hacked. They had no control.
What is the appropriate response? And can we actually protect ourselves from this happening again?
I have no idea what happened. I would never...
You tried to kill me.
At what point will governments consider the idea of segregation for all our sakes?
We can be politically correct, or we can be foolish, but it's going to get worse and worse.
The Czech Republic adds its voice to a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
No
Reports of severe shortages of the drug neurophazine required to inhibit the rejection of augmentations.
And we will fight for our God-given rights to defend our will.
In a sign of growing anti-augmentation sentiment, thousands more. It doesn't matter how many idiots you get out there on the street. We will not relinquish our limbs. Do you understand?
What is happening on this planet is a mass fear-mongering, and the mainstream media pushing this narrative.
The officer suffered severe facial
Incident after incident after
You need to be afraid, because they are coming for you.
We will not be made slaves to corporations. We will rise up.
To them, we are the enemy.
You
seen what your kind are doing?
My kind? You sound just like them.
We've come to a tipping point.
I can't live like this anymore.
This violence is completely out of control.
The world is being paid for this corporate militants.
What do they have planned for us?
Why are they building concentration camps?
What's going on out there?
Reports of multiple fatalities. Only one way to deal with these bloodthirsty fanatics. A lot of people died. Now you want to take away our freedom? You will pay for it in blood.
Multiple detonations looks like car bombs.
The Augmented Rights Coalition denies responsibility.
The Segregation Act has been passed into law, effective immediately.
Augmented persons are being asked to move to safe and secure segregated districts.
I don't want them to take me.
We are still your neighbors. Your brothers. Your sisters. Who love us. We lost everything. Our dreams. Our innocence.
Where are you taking her? Where are you taking her?
Our humanity.
And this is the end. I don't know, don't buy this, I say don't. Cause it's easier to earn in the game than to buy it.
Nice work with the train, Shang, but we got another problem. A bomb scare. I can't get into Tarvos until it's resolved.
I've been to that office before. They're in the middle of building an access area connected to the station.
I'll be breaking into the offices of a security company. Think they'll thank me for identifying flaws in their defenses?
Yeah, probably not. The Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him, the kind you'd need a lieutenant's blessing to use.
I'll speak to the lieutenant here, see what he knows.
Jensen, as I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the Blades. The most secure corporate archiving facilities in the world.
Jensen, I've been spotted. The AI core is cutting off my communications. Shadow Child, she may be able to help.
Shadow Child, I'm in.
If you extract the program from the data towers in this server, it should disable the system's hold on him.
Foreign virus detected. Destroying source.
Richard? It was my first undercover mission for TF-29. They had me undercover as an inmate inside an AUG-only supermax known as the Penthouse.
Would you consider this mission high risk?
The job is the job. What else is there to say?
This is just like real life. Only get one life. But instead, you restart, same. Just like in real life, you only have only live once. If you die, you have to restart the game from the beginning. Go save game when I help you complete the game once. Turn out the difficulty. Give me these 6. I don't know which one's better. Find the one you want. The same thing, just most of them look easy. This is the easiest one to make story. There's the second. These two are easy, I say. Once you get right here, that's hard. But this is the hardest one. If you die, that's game over. This is the one I want. I want the hardest one mode. Cause the hardest, the better. The harder I mean, the better. It's about that time. Yep.